Hey guys, what's up? Darkroad107 here. This video is going to be about the new Hidden Arsenal set that just came out December 6th, Vylons. So in front of you in the camera you can see all the Vylon cards that have came out so far. So at the top you can see there's 5 different monsters, 3 different synchros, and 3 different spell cards for them. Now right now that's really not a lot of support at all. But in our next Hidden Arsenal 6 set that's going to come out is going to be fantastic for these. It's going to have not only equipped spell cards, but monsters that can equip to them as unions. So just making their possibilities endless. Also, the synchroing options with this deck right now are not that great, but it can still be run to a pretty good potential. So I'm gonna go over what you can do, some support cards for this, and just help you if you want to build a deck. Alright, so first off, we have the Vylon monsters to put in your deck. Alright, so for these, we have the Broken Tuner, Vylon Cube. What he does, he's a 3-star tuner, 800 machine. Light monster, so all these monsters are light Vylons, so he's a 3-star tuner. When he's used to synchro summon, synchro summon, you can search out a Vylon spell, no, you can add one equipped spell from your deck to hand. So this deck is based around equipping cards, and just, well, right now it's more of a OTK kind of deck, but in the next sets to come, it's gonna be a control type of deck. So get those spell cards and note that all the Vylon equipped cards search out another one when they are sent from the field to the grave. So that's really good. And so yeah, searches out a equipped card when he's used as a synchro material monster. 3-star. Next, that came out of the Hidden Arsenal set is Vylon Soldier. He's a 1700 beat stick fairy, 4 stars. Basically, as he is a Gravekeeper's assailant for as many equipped cards you have equipped to him. So when he declares an attack, if you say have 2 equipped cards to him, you can change the battle positions of 2 of your opponent's monsters, and then the attack goes through to one of them. Say he has a well, since Steel Storms are the arch enemy of the Vylons, let's say he has a Vylon Gear Stag out. He attacks it when it's in attack position, switches it to defense, and kills it because it has 0 defense. And he also can set up putting monsters in attack or defense for your next monsters to attack, because he can change up more than one of them depending on how many equips you have to him. Next monster that we got from the Hidden Arsenal 5 set is Vylon Vanguard. He's really good. He's probably going to be ran at 3 for me, just because if he's destroyed by a card effect, you draw as many number of equipped cards that were equipped to this. So if he has 4 equipped cards and he's destroyed by a Dark Hole, let's say, you'll draw 4 cards. That's really good effect, because just think, if you have 4 equipped cards equipped to him, he will not get destroyed by battle because his attack is so high. So your opponent basically has to Smash and Ground, Mirror Force, Dark Hole, etc. to kill him. And even if he gets Book of Moon or something with all the equips on it, you have the abilities of the equipped cards to search out more equipped cards, and just really good. I didn't mention he's 1400 attack fairy. Next one we got from the Hidden Arsenal 5 set is Vylon Charger. All I'm gonna say is I don't really like this guy. All he does is boost attack, and that's only if the monster is light and has a card equipped to him, so not that great. 1000 attack and defense, so run him at your own discretion, but I advise you not to. And those four are the four main decked monsters that you play that are from Hidden Arsenal 5. Previously we got in Photon Shockwave a Vylon Ohm. This guy, 1500 attack, fairy. When he's normal summoned, you can remove from play an equipped spell card from your graveyard, banish it, and during your next standby phase, add it to your hand. So I'm going to probably run one or two of these because he recycles your equipped spells in your graveyard, and he has decent attack. Once you get cards equipped to him, he's can be hard to get over. So, good recycler for your equipped spells. So yeah, these are all the Vylon monsters we have at our hands right now. So, we're going to move on to the Vylon spell cards. So, we only have 3 Vylon spell cards right now, 2 of them being equips, 1 of them being a Pot of Avarice. When I say one of them being a Pot of Avarice, that would be Vylon Matter, but it's... Alright, Vylon Matter, you add 3 equipped spells from your grave to your deck, and you can either draw 1 card or destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So, it recycles any equipped spell, not just Vylon, equips any equipped spell in your grave to your deck, and if they have something you can't get over, or you have monsters and you want to attack, you can destroy their card. Or if you have a way to get over a monster or are not afraid of their back row, you can draw a card. So really good draw power and recycling for those equipped spells in your grave. Next, we got this out of Hidden Arsenal 5, Vylon Material. This is probably the best equipped we have right now out of the 2. What this does is it boosts the attack of a Vylon monster by 600, and then search out a different one from your deck, sent from the field to grave. Then this one we got previously in Generation Force, along with previously Vylon Matter, I forgot to say it, from Extreme Victory. So, Vylon Filament basically turns your Vylon into an Ancient Gear. So when it attacks, it can your opponent cannot activate spell traps until... Let me get the exact wording here. Your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. So really good. No stopping your big monsters with all the clips on them, pumped up attack. So extremely good for having those attacks get through. And also when it's sent to the field to grave, search out 1 Vylon spell card from your deck. So far what we've seen, what make the Vylons unique is they are all based around equipped spell cards. That's what their monster effects are based around, and that's what this even the equips themselves are based around. They are really good at getting equips to the hand and just recycling all the equips you've already used. So, seeing this monsters and spells now, I'll show you the 3 synchros that we have at our arsenal right now. Alright, first one will be Vylon Sigma, Vylon Espelon, and Vylon Delta. All 3 of these are extremely good. The probably most used one will be Vylon Sigma, just because he is the OTK master. What I mean by that is his effect is when you declare an attack with him, and that's this guy right here, when you declare an attack with him, you can search out a card, equip card from your deck and attach it to him. So that's extremely good. If he has say you open up with Mage Power and you get him out and put Mage Power on him, he's at multiple of how many spell cards you have, so pumped up attack to at least 2300, and you search out a Dual Surge of Flashing Light, which is a equip spell card that increases attack by decreases his attack by 500, but he can attack twice. So say you attack with mage power, really pumped up attack, and then you get dual swords of flashing light, attack again, even more pumped up attack from mage power, so extremely good. Next we have Vylon Espelon, one of the harder ones to get out right now just because he's 8 stars and we only have a 3-star tuner. So what he does is, let's see, equip cards equipped to this card cannot be targeted by card effects, so no MSTing his equipped cards. Once per turn you can send one equipped card equipped to this card to the graveyard to target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. So he is a Scrap Dragon, 2800 attack, Scrap Dragon, so pretty much I'm guessing that's where they got his effect from. And so Scrap Dragon, that's Vylon and really good. Next is Vylon Delta. He is a wall, 2800 defense wall, and once per turn, if this card is face up in defense position during your end phase, you can add one equipped spell card from your deck to your hand. So this didn't come in Hidden Arsenal 5, this came in Storm of Ragnarok a while ago, and he's basically a wall, summon him in defense, and at your end phases when he's in defense you get to search out equipped. So really good for speeding up the deck. So that is all for the Vylon monsters. Now I want to go on cards that I have found that will support this deck greatly. Alright, so first off with the synchros that support this deck is Power Tool Dragon and 7 Swords Warrior. Both these have effects dealing with equip cards and have the same attack. Power Tool Dragon, I'm sure you all know, you can reveal, get 3 equips from your deck. Your opponent chooses one, you get that equipped, and the other ones go to your deck. 7 Swords Warrior. Since probably most people don't know this, I'll read what exactly it says. Once per turn, when an equipped card is equipped to this card, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can send one equipped card equipped to this card. One equipped card equipped to this card to the graveyard. Damn it, so many cards. This is difficult to read. When an equipped card equipped to this card is sent to the graveyard, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So he's also like Espelon in that matters, and he's also a 7 stars as his power tool. Only downfall, they're earth types, not light types. So there they go. My next tech is Gilta the D Knight. He's good because he's a 1850 beater, and I would like to tech in Guardian of the Labyrinth and Protector of the Throne to polymerization and fuse him out because he's light and just a giant beater. So, well, no, I'm kidding, of course. I hope you don't believe me with that. What he's in here for is to get out Vylon, Espelon, and other 8-star synchros with the fantastic card Instant Fusion. So, summon out Cube, Instant Fusion, get him out, and bam, instant 8-star, have Espelon. When, with Cube's effect, you search out the spell, attach it to Espelon, pumped up attack, and just great combo in my eyes. So, please give me credit for coming up with this little tech right here, because I have never seen anybody use this in the Vylon deck yet. So, if you tell me that this is not my idea, it is. So, shut up. Next we have, for the monsters, Cyber Dragon, for the same reason as Guilt of the D Knight, 5 stars. Honest, duh, and Shining Angel for speeding up the deck, getting those special summonings out, and stalling. For spells, equipped spells, we have 3 Mage Power, best equipped card in the game. United We Stand, and Setsus of Dagla. I'm going to explain this one because I'm sure you don't know what the hell this is. This one, you can only equip it to a fairy type monster, pumps up its attack by 800, and when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, increase your life points by an equal amount. Amazing! So, if you attack directly with Vylon Epsilon, with this equipped to it, Vylon Epsilon is 3,300. You attack directly with that, you gain 3,300 life points, and he loses 3,300 life points, just ensuring you just rape his face. So that's why I like that card. Not only because it gains life points, but it pumps up the guy's attack. So that's all I have for you guys right now. I would have a little more, which I want to tell you what I would have. I would have put 2 Valhalla in this deck and 1 Archlord Christia. I do have the Archlord Christia, but not the Valhallas. They are coming in the mail with a Hecatrice, 2 Valhallas. So just keep in mind, all these are fairies except Cube, which is a machine. So Christia, Valhalla, and Hecatrice work hand in hand with this deck, just making it ever so more broken. So, thank you guys for watching. I know I didn't tell you the trap lineup because the trap lineup is 3 decrees. So, that's it for my Vylon deck discussion. Please stay tuned for Steel Swarm, Gem Knights, Gishki, and Laval, because I will be reviewing all those deck types in the future. So if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. See you later, guys.